Sound test 1 2. 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 Sound test 1 2 3 4.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm so sorry for the delay. We were just having some technical issues and we want to make sure that you had your sound. So now we can get back to business. So, yeah, we just had a lot going on my end. But, here I am? Okay, so, here we go. So, refresher, since we're way behind plan, but we're close to the end. Long story short, my next phase is to collect the name of the Jester. For those of you that remember, it's a spirit guide, summoning, whatever you want to call it. And my goal is to find him and name him in person, and then he will be mine to own and to use at my bidding. It's kind of like the whole genie in the lamp bit, you know, or maybe, no, Rumpelstiltskin, the story of Rumpelstiltskin. The little man with the ability to turn straw into gold, and the only way to beat him is to name him. Well, this is more or less the same thing, with a little genie in the bottle attached to it. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Okay, so let's see, I got about 23k, lots of karma, actually. Since I'm here, take the opportunity. Well, for certain, I guess the question for me is, do I want to beef up my shooting abilities or my health, and then follow it up with one more attribute? I've learned that the computer's gonna be pretty much essential, it looks like, moving forward. And then I think, based on my health situation, especially since there we go. Alright. I'm gonna leave it as is for now. Maybe the next opportunity I'll save. The reason why I've been stalling on this is just to make sure that I can outlast. Alright, so I got 120 health, 40 in magic. I could probably beef up my magic moving forward too next time I think about it. Alright. Alright, so I got 6 slap patches. So alright, I got a bodyguard. Now I think I'm gonna upgrade some of my gear. The only way to do that though right now is to go to the magic shop. One shot kill. Love it. Free money. $20. Woohoo. that took a bit of my Yahar, ho, ho, hee, hee, ha, har. Now it's just a matter of just trying to figure out my next course of action. So, I earlier had killed an octopus, but I couldn't get its ink. So I'm gonna try to do that, but since I just got these bottles and some tells me that as long as it has stuff in them, which I probably can't even use, I'm gonna try to see if I can get rid of it. And I remember there's a fountain over here, so I'm gonna just see what that does. Alright. Well, so we'll see what that does. I have no clue, but we'll just see how helpful it is. What the? Okay. Weird much? So I'm kind of like in a frozen stasis. I have no idea how that happens, don't ask me. Maybe they'll reboot in a minute. There you go. And I'm just kind of trying to figure out the next course. At some point, I have to go into these towers. I think the one that's this Drake Tower, I think I have to get to, because that's probably where Drake is. But I feel like I'm missing something, and then of course I have to find some. Thank you, Frog Punk. I understood the random person that's getting shot at, though. That's the thing. I mean, granted, this is supposed to be a dystopian, futuristic society, so I mean, all bets are off, I would think. Oh, you weren't there before. Who are you? Dude in the gray. I've been to this Wastelands place. Got a reason for being in my face? Yeah, I'm trying to watch the band, okay? Trying to find something. Gotta have something. I know what I can do. I think I didn't try one. One for firearms. Come on, you gotta have something for me. Alright, is that it? Firearms. That's not it. No! So... Detector... Mercenary... Proton I got from here before, so... Something tells me I'll have to cut back to that guy later. Inevitably. Like, even though the 80s was not its best, I definitely see some really good songs there. And I don't know why, but like that kind of song, I can see them turning into, like if they took that song and gave us a modern flair with one of our artists of today. I personally think Lady Gaga could do it. Though there are other artists out there that are definitely worth their salt. But yeah. So I have a bottle. So something tells me I could probably get so I could probably now get what I want. Anyway. Yeah. Going to work. Should have killed him and the ink should still be there. There it is. Let's see if I can capture it with that bottle I have. Probably down here. There's always a mage down here. It's annoying. Cast Fireball, you will need to cast 2 items which are not rested in the earth. Someone tells me that pool of that ink from the octopus is relevant, but I don't know why or how. I guess I'll find out soon enough. At least every time I defeat an orc, I get like $60, which is Hello, what do you got? Ooh, explosives. Nice. $90, folks. Ooh, that's very promising. Huh. Okay. Now we got something going on, so. So $120 just now. Now that we're finally starting to get somewhere. For anyone who decides to play this game later just for the sake of interest or amusement, any of the people type assassins, they mean nothing. They're not worth your time. Only the ones that are literally standing on the rooftops. Anybody who's physically standing on a rooftop or poking their head out of a dumpster, or if they're standing out in the open on the floor, those are the only ones that will actually give you money. Anything that's like in a hole in the wall or in the grass, yeah, they're not gonna give you anything. Someone tells me you know something about this. Let's see. Where is it? Someone's tricking up, but I'm not sure what. So we gotta figure it out. So I can't leave. So now I have to go to... So I have to go to Bremerton. That's a first. Okay, all those were set up together at the same time. The big orcs. This is one I need to. Meantime, I'm making lots of money. Yay! So right now, I'm trying to decide what I want to do for my next game. Once I'm done with this, because I imagine I'll be done with this soon enough. It's just a matter of just finding the time. So, any suggestions, comments, or concerns, please share it in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. I do try every chance I get to stream Saturday nights. Obviously, it's not always roses and sunshine. Stuff happens. Life gets in the way. So, as last week showed. Which again, apologies for that. But yeah, so right now, I'm just trying to figure out how this works. So I'm sure there's a lot of games out there that people like loved playing, but now it's like right now with today's life and genre, you're like about. I mean, who knows? You might be. Maybe you guys can share that also in the comment section. What was like that one game that like maybe you loved or hated as a kid, but nowadays you have totally different opinions about it? Or like for example, that was updated, remade, time and again, and did you like the old version better or the new version better? For example, growing up, I was also a big Spyro fan. I defeated all the games with 100% and even the bonus percentages, which like, the extra 10, 20% to get like, the special pictures and videos and stuff at the end. It took a while, but I actually did finally do that it wasn't too difficult for me as a kid. I think the hardest one was actually the original with Nasty Nork. Only because in the dream, I think it was the one world where I had to deal with, I think it was called Wizard Peaks. There was that one, and then I believe in the boggy world where I think it was like a treetop terrace where I have to do these random, where I use these supercharges, and I had to do it in a certain way in order to save a dragon that was really hard to reach. There's a couple other ones that, there was like one or two other worlds that had a similar thing, but they're a little bit, if you know how to do it right, you can do it. I can vouch for the fact that the remade version of Spyro is definitely just as beautiful, if not more beautiful, because of the attention to detail. But it's a lot harder. I remember, for example, for the Treetop Terrace one, there's when you do the supercharged trick in order to rescue the one dragon, when you do it in the original, it isn't too difficult once you figure out and are creative with your imagination. But when I did it again the exact same way, I failed spectacularly because the way the graphics were in the old one, you were low enough to where the ramp was low enough where you could make the jump. In the newer one, they make it like that 2-3 feet or inches, depending on your perspective, like feet to the dragon, inches in the screen, and that's all it takes for you to fail and die again and again and again. So yeah, please tell me, guys, have there been cases where, excuse me, where you where there's a particular game and like a lot of people, they love, like, there's I would say I'm looking forward to in the next couple weeks we'll probably start to finally get word on the final date of when we're gonna see the next chapter of the Final Fantasy VII remake. And I loved Final Fantasy VII as a kid. It was one of my favorites. So just as much to the point where now I am doing everything I can to enjoy the new one, and I like how like very similar to the original, how very similar but yet very different to the original story it is. And of course, you know, there's a lot of fan theories out there, and there's one that I can understand and relate to, but that's a spoiler, so I'm not good. I mean, granted, the game's been around for over a year, 2 years now, and me sharing it would not be a surprise to a lot of people. But yeah, there's this a very couple of compelling theories that I'm really enjoying from that, and I'm enjoying the game. It's very fresh and new, and I'm looking forward to the next chapter of it. Of course, there's just as much of a chance that I might have to wait a while, because if it's only available on the PS5 and not on PS4, I have to wait. I'll have to earn enough to get the PS5 to do that. I know you know something, old man. Tell me what I need to know. You know something about the mermaids. Come on. You know something about the mermaids. Come on. This guy is important. I know he is. Don't you hate it when it's like, it's on there, it's right there at the tip of your tongue, and you know, or like, you know, in the mystery, I'm an avid mystery fan. I'm actually personally excited because later this summer, one of my favorite authors is releasing her next book, and I'm really looking forward to it. And there have been books that she's wrote, that other authors wrote, and it's always like, and over, like, you know, obviously when you're younger and you started getting into the fandom, into certain series, you don't really notice some of the, you know, cliches or the giveaways, you know, whether they be red herrings or whatever. And for like the mystery stuff, or like in sci-fi pop where it's like, like, you know, what the story is, or like, you know, when you talk about spy thrillers about the two-timers, you know, like, who's gonna, you know, like, who's gonna be the, or like, you know, in the Bond movies, there's always somebody that portrays Bond. Or, you know, depending. Either one of three things happens with, like, a lot of Bond films. Bond, either the girl betrays Bond, or, you know, they are betrayed by someone they trust on the mission. I mean, and this is not just Bond in particular. I mean, you know, I mean, we had a lot more going on for him like that. But I mean, like, and even in, like, other famous shows and tropes, Star Trek, all that, there's always certain, like I said, cliches, nods, additions, whatever you want to call it, and about this one or two things happening. And it's always just enough of a giveaway. Or there's just that one clue that, like, yeah, okay, something's up. I know something's up. I just need to find out what. And so I feel like this is kind of like one of those scenarios where, like, I know I'm close to, like, this is kind of like one of those scenarios where it's like, I know I'm close to something, I know I have this, that, or the other thing, but I'm missing something. And, I mean, you know, it's in the other games and stories, books you read, movies you watch, you'll find it here and there scattered across the universe. And having stuff like that is both really awesome and very, very irritating. I don't know. I guess everybody probably recognizes it the best. And like for example, in Alfred Hitchcock, when he does his things with the mysteries, like I not too long ago watched Psycho, Norman Bates and all that, and you know, you see the whole slow build up of certain things that happen, and it's like, for example, and you know, this film's been around for years, so I mean, like, I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it for anyone who's never seen a Hitchcock film ever, but and this was something interesting that, like, my dad and I talked about, because he's a bit of a buff, so shout out to my dad for this, and and this is what made Hitchcock such a genius, is the build-up, the build-up of suspense. You know, there's a scene, like, in a few scenes, like in Psycho, you see, the one person, it was like a detective or something, was slowly coming up the stairs. You see the door above, you see the bedroom door open, you see the shadow of the killer, and all that. And of course, you know, you see the behavior, how Norman is about his mother. And with that, you know something's off. You can sense it, especially when, in the very beginning, when he has that interaction with the first person. The very, very first character in the story. So, and I mean, and maybe it was a bit of a kill, it was like lack of surprise to me, because somebody had already spilled the beans, or I was watching some sort of like listing of, you know, the best films or whatever, and so of course, you know, it paid tribute to Psycho, and of course it already gave away spoilers that Norman is the killer. Now, and the whole that. But even then, it's like, throughout the movie, you see his behavior about his mother, and then of course, you know, you see bits and pieces I just knew. It was like, even when I already, like, knew, like, even if I didn't already, it was kind of like set up in a way where it's like, as the viewer, as the audience, part of me just knew. But that could be just because of the fact that I know enough of horror genre tropes and all that, where it's kind of like, yep, the quiet guy, sweet, nice guy. And I mean, there's been other movies and stuff where I'm like, and I think once or twice I think my husband or my dad and my friends have noticed that, where it's like, I called it. Where like I say something along the lines of, yeah, I think this is gonna happen, or like, you know, like, oh, this and that person is you know, the killer, or that person is not who they say they are. They're, you know, I know enough to know where I'm mostly right, but there's still that like one clue or hint that I miss. You know, it kind of like how Benedict Cumberbatch does it best in the in the modern day Sherlock series. There's always something. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. This is I hate not knowing. There is something. There's always something. I'm trying to get that something right now. I'm like, I know I am missing something. There's something about the mermaids. So I have to get something that involves the bottles and that. And something tells me that guy in the bar, he's my clue. He has what I'm looking for. Yes, I know. Powerball. So we'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. So I gotta talk to the doctor, whatever his name is. He's gotta know more. I'm missing this dude. He's gotta know more. Better, I'm just. What is his name? Jack, I think it is. Longhorn Jack, that's what it is. Something's going on. Alright, come on, Jack. Give me something here. Something about those mermaids. Come on. Can't get past it. So I know I am close. I'm missing something. It's got something to do. Oh, whoa. Headshot. I think I need to do. Love how that. As soon as that guy walks away, I'm ambushed. Where are the odds? There you go. So right now I'm completely on my own. I stay on this side of the street, though. I don't get ambushed from the people in the grass, which is karma. Let's see, what can I use it for? Oh, that wasn't the one I wanted to use. I was gonna use it towards magic in general, I think. Yeah, it was. So I'll have to get another karma to beef up my magic. Magic skills a lot stronger. So that I probably can last longer. So. I'm kind of at that stage now where I can pretty much just handle pretty well on my own. I'm not gonna die right away. And I could probably get a lot of karma for this, which may or may not come in handy. So because of my strength and everything, I'm kind of at that phase now where it's like, I don't die right away. It's gonna take a little longer for me to die. I gotta figure out what this guy wants. What haven't I offered this guy? Offer him money? Why haven't I offered him money? This is where it gets very, very annoying. got something to do with that guy and the docks. And it seems like I need to find something to stop the mermaids. But what? I don't know. That's the big question. How do I beat the frick out of a mermaid? Of this opportunity to get my health beefed up for free and maybe even take a shot at getting some more money in the meantime, because right now I'm not sure if it's because my health is not where it needs to be or what. Where I stand after this. That was quick. I died. Sad and tragic, I know. And not all that surprising either. That was just me just testing something to see where I stood. So obviously, I need a better weapon at this point. Now, of course, this is me just biting myself in the butt. I at one point now let's see. Solving the mystery. Maybe what's his face can help me out. Try to get the boosted reflexes. I think that what that does for me, but. And I'm back at the docks. See, this is like how irritating it is. gonna be really hard. Just trying to figure out. I have ink. The answer is hidden in the mists. Yeah, I know. To cast Powerball, you will need 2 items which have not rested on Earth. I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something! What is it? I do not know. I hate not knowing. Tell me, wise dog shaman thing. Furry. Whatever. This is infuriating. I have ink. I have water. Something about mermaids. I know something about mermaids. Wait a minute. I didn't go back in there. I didn't actually ask about mermaids specifically. Okay, mage dies first. Kill the mage, kill the mage, kill the mage, because the mage is a bigger pain in the ass. There you go, and then a big ugly one. Come on. Also, more monies for maze. There you go. Money. Okay, so that's pretty much the only plus side to this whole runaround is, like, you know you're trying to solve a mystery. Okay, come on. Throw me a bone here. Metaphorically and literally here. Dog. Yeah. So, I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something, but what? What is it? Okay. The mermaid. So I need to get to this town of Bremerton. But I need to get past the mermaids. And the mermaids, just like in a whole lot of movies recently, they're lethal. So I need something to deter, to repel. And I know it involves it, and somehow the guy at the bar has something, or does something, to help me with that. But he won't give it to me! So I am missing something? So I'm like stuck in a catch-22 right now, where it's like, I know what I need to do, but I don't know what it is I'm doing wrong. It makes it impossible for me to do what I gotta do. Cause I didn't know. It's irritating. I talked to the dockman. I talked to the guy. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Jack. You know something. I know you know something. So tell me what you know. Bremerton, sorry, that will not be possible. Mermaids are attacking all who go near there. Yes, I know. What do you know of the mermaids? Yep, they turned up a couple years ago. They seem to like the warm runoff from the sewers. Can't say I don't mind it myself. Yeah, like that's gonna help. There's gotta be more. There's got to be more. That's a research. Gotta find out. I'm gonna have to find information. Ah, whoa! Ambush again! Ah, you will all die by my wrath. And I will make plenty of you, you giant rocks! I'm too far away from you to cast magic. Don't mean to. 50, 110, 130, $130. And I am about to die, so I need to go somewhere to. Oh, God. That's the one annoying thing about these rooftop guys. You have to like stand in a specific spot. Okay, so 180. It's got like just short of $200 for those people now. Of course, now that $50 is going right back into that hotel. Guys, this particular challenge is irritatingly difficult. I know what I need to do. I'm trying to make it happen so we can move the story along here, but this is kind of like one of those scenarios where I could see why a lot of players did either a lot of grinding or like, you know, 99 level or whatever, had perfect scores. But at the end of this game, because of the fact that you know, you get stuck in a particular rut where there is no way to win. You know, you can either let yourself keep dying or you just allow yourself to build up, you know, level-wise while you're trying to figure out how to get to where you need to go. So you find the missing piece of the puzzle to solve it. But I was really hoping to play a lot longer tonight, but I mean, this is another scenario where I either gotta do some homework or I'm gonna be grinding a lot because, boy, there doesn't seem to be any way around this. And I was so hoping to get to the Jester by now. I knew what I needed to get done, but for some reason, I knew they had to go get into the docks. And some stuff along the way. Now, I got the stuff. I went to the docks, and I have to go to the place. I know that the Jester is at Bremerton. I know it. Because all the clues are set. Because the clues that we've gotten collected so far are saying he's going, you know, is going to be at Bremerton. And that is where I go to find him, and then I tell him his name, or like Rumpelstiltskin, to have him under my control. So, problem is, why can't I go on the ferry? Because the ferryman, and this isn't like, you know, oh dear Lord, I don't even remember the name of the ferryman from, I don't even remember the name of the ferryman from the legend, from the stories of Hades. But like the ferryman in the mythology, he needs to be paid his due. In this particular case, it's not even coins. It's actual just Yeah, I'm not going near. I'm not going anywhere near mermaids. I'm superstitious. So yeah, something. It's just there's something. So, unfortunately, we're gonna have to probably end it tonight. I know that's not fair to you guys, not fair to me either, but we're kind of stuck in a rut, so I'm gonna have to do some homework and figure out what to do from there. But, please don't give up all hope, guys. I'm hoping to be back here next week, and I hope to see you all then as well. Please, please, please comment, share. What do you think? What next game do you think I should tackle next once this is over? I might even put up a poll for some of the ones that I'm leaning towards or that I'm preferring right now because of the fact that I like those games and I've been itching and I'm thinking of playing those. Or I'm open to suggestions too. But yeah, so it looks like we're gonna have to wrap it up here. Again, sorry for the downfall, but I was really hoping to get the Jester today. I really was. But if I'm stuck and I can't get, got myself in a hole here and that I can't seem to get out of, so I have to figure that out. And that's gonna take a little bit more time than what we have for tonight. And I don't want to be grinding for another hour while I figure it out and muddle through it. So, I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Enjoy, and remember, peace, love, happiness, all that good stuff. Valentine's Day is in a couple of hours, so whether you are celebrating it by loving someone close to you, or taking the day to love yourself because you are valuable, you are worth everything, and and this is a big shout out to especially to the people I know. You are worth a lot. You're worth so much, and you are wonderful, and I love you, and you know who you are to me. Just because Valentine's Day is a holiday of love, but it isn't just about love and companionship from someone else. Well, yes, for a lot of us that is very important. I'm not disregarding that. It's also about self-love, and that also means loving yourself and being happy with yourself and taking time for yourself. I've definitely had my share of days where I'm overwhelmed, and as much as I love my loved ones, I need time for me. And, that might mean that I might just want to treat myself to a most delicious chocolate treat, ice cream of sorts, and just be away from everyone else and just love me for a couple hours. Nothing wrong with that. But for those of you that have someone to share it with, especially with the crazy times and, obviously everyone's finances or the economy being as it is, I'm not expecting you all to spend a fortune. Remember, it doesn't always have to be a big gesture. It can just be from the heart. Making someone's favorite dish or treat, or just spending time together and doing something that you both like doing together without distractions. You could do that too. Or just having a quiet night at home, sitting side by side, one of you is on the cell phone or playing a video game and the other one's reading a book. It's all good. They love you for you, not what you give them every year. So, have a happy Valentine's Day. And one more shout out. I have to wish happy birthday to Scarlett and to Eva. Their birthdays. They're two wonderful people. They're little rays of sunshine, and I also definitely need to give one more birthday shout out to my girl Allie. since her birthday will be before my next streaming. Girl, I miss you, and I hope you enjoy your birthday. And again, to all my friends and family, especially to those of you that love yourself, love your family, love your friends, and I'll see you next time. Bye.